Lately, I've been doing a full body workout. I do it every 4 to 5 days, depending on my work schedule. And I'm really basing it on the various functions. So I'm doing a squat, a hinge, a horizontal press, a vertical press, a horizontal pull, and a vertical pull. I try to do every movement under control. Some of them, like the squats that I'm doing right here, are much slower than some other movements that perhaps have a slightly smaller range of motion. I do them in a particular order. The way I'm doing them is I do squats first, mostly because they're hard and I need to get my focus at 100% in order to do those. I don't do my deadlifts second because I want to give my thighs a little bit of time to recover. Otherwise, they're too fatigued and shaky to do the deadlifts. So I put my dips, which is usually my preferred horizontal press movement, and then I'll do my deadlifts, and after that I will do an overhead press as my vertical press in order to give my back a little bit of rest before I do my chin-ups, followed by Yates row. I just started doing the Yates row because it takes the stress off the lower back. If I do like a full barbell row, then my back's already pretty fatigued doing squats and deadlifts. I feel like that's going to give out before I'm going to lats, which is more the targeted muscle. And I found the Yates row to be really excellent in that regard. It doesn't put as much stress on my lower back, and I still get a very good contraction in the lats. I'm not dogmatic about which exercises have to be done. I generally use the ones that I'm doing here because they work for me. I like them, and I feel a good contraction in the targeted muscles with these movements. But if somebody were to say, oh, hey, I want to do front squats, or I want to do lunges or something like that instead, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people don't like dips. Personally, I don't like regular flat bench presses very much. So, we all have different leverages, different strengths and weaknesses. I'm doing, like I said, very controlled reps. I often do a rest pause kind of thing, which I'm doing here with my dips, where I'm really going to failure, and then I'll take a few seconds breather, and then I'll continue to try and squeeze out another couple reps. I often do that with my squats. Today, I did not, because I felt like I had dug so deep on my getting that 13th rep that I really didn't have anything left. was pretty shaky just getting re-racking the bar. So, but a lot of times I'll try and get like an extra 2 reps, something like that as a rest pause. Deadlifts, I might take a couple breaths as I between each rep on my last couple reps, which is sort of like a rest pause, I guess, but I'm not trying to maintain continuous tension necessarily on the deadlifts, because I want to make sure that the weight does come to a dead stop. Some people like to do a touch and go deadlift, but I really want to make sure that I have the strength in the bottom edge of the motion in order to pull off the floor, because it is a deadlift. Not worrying too much about the weight that I use. I really want to be under control and really focus on feeling the stress on the muscle as opposed to lifting the weight. I've deadlifted considerably more weight before, but then I think you're bringing other muscles into play. That's about all I'm going to go through right now, and perhaps I'll give my thoughts on other topics during a video for another workout. I'm not claiming to have all the answers. I'm not trying to suggest that the way I do things is the only way. In fact, I think there are a lot of different ways that seem to be effective. I've seen people training in just about every different way, and I think it's success in that sense is largely determined by genetics. But again, that's a topic for another day too. All right.